Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Fashion Premier Academy presents From Sketch to Runway, inside the world of fashion design. Today we have a very special guest with us, hair and makeup artist Jenny Carl. With over 20 years of experience in the industry, Jenny has worked on print campaigns, film, television, fashion shows, special events. She specializes in airbrush foundation, beauty, HD for print, men's grooming. And if you guys are wondering, why am I interviewing a makeup artist? Well, if you're a designer or a brand, a fashion designer, you need to promote and advertise your collection, your line, your product. So that means you need a catalog or a lookbook or posters, bus shelters, billboards, all that stuff. So that means you need to hire a photographer, a model, and a makeup artist. Ta-da! Enter Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hi everyone.
Thank you first of all, thank you for taking the time. I know you're so busy, which is great. So thank you for taking the time to be with us and share your expertise and all that.
Thank you for having me, Nino. Anything for you.
Thank you. So speaking of fashion, fashion is a very, very fickle industry. It changes every 5 minutes. So my first question would be, how do you keep up with the latest beauty and fashion trends? What do you do to stay ahead of the curve?
Yeah, and mostly for me nowadays, in this last decade, it's been Instagram, Pinterest, social media. And then of course, I always keep an eye out for, for who's on the red carpet, because the celebrities and the public figures on the red carpet, as well as obviously the fashion magazines that have been around forever, are really setting the trend. More so than the models now, celebrities are setting the trend.
Right.
And I don't mean like actors and actresses, like I mean celebrities, the Kardashians and a lot of these public figures that aren't, technically those models and actors that we were used to, many decades ago. That now in this era, it's the celebrities that are setting the trends, and on the red carpet is where you first see a lot of the trends happen, as well as the editorials, of course.
Yeah, that's great. Good. Can you walk us through your creative process? How do you go about designing a makeup campaign? How do you collaborate with a designer, with a brand? What's your
and that's a good key word, because it's all about teamwork, collaboration, and preparation. So really communicating with your team, and then really preparing for what everyone wants and desires, and then even having like a backup plan just in case. Just being over prepared and communicating, because it is a collaboration. Everyone needs to get something out of this project, and we all need to come together to do it.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face as a makeup artist in the fashion industry, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, this is a very interesting question, and when I'm talking to young makeup artists, I always give like the warning, because I've been doing this for a long time, and makeup artists are now so oversaturated in the industry compared to 20 years ago when I first started. So there's a lot of competition, interestingly. And so it's keeping yourself, kind of like setting yourself apart from the crowd. Why are they going to call you back? Why are clients going to call you back versus finding somebody else or somebody new? And a lot of that has to do with the fact that not only am I a good artist, but I have a work ethic that separates myself. So, I'm on time, I'm confident, I'm prepared. They can rely on me to not only do a good job, but to show up, right? And then also, I specialize in something, which is airbrush foundation. And so sometimes specializing, not all the time, but sometimes specializing in something sets you apart. And you know, I do hair makeup, I specialize in airbrush, and I do men's grooming. So sometimes that sets me apart. And you know, it kind of, it's like a calling card or a selling point.
Yeah, got it. Great. In your opinion, how has the beauty and fashion industry evolved over the years, and what do you see as the future in this dynamic field?
Ooh, I love this question because I get to talk about now the Instagram look, and like I'm going to mention the Kardashians again, the extreme contours and highlights, and the real like mask full of foundation, which is the opposite of what I learned when I was learning how to do makeup in the 90s. This wasn't, social media wasn't around. So the trend of this, you know, especially the contouring and the highlighting, but also like the full mask of makeup is definitely something very interesting. But also the no makeup look, which is also a trend, is something very interesting. And you know, so I don't know if these will be lasting or if they will be short-lived trends. I mean, I think again, it's dependent on the celebrities who, you know, set these trends. If they continue to, you know, create these similar looks, then this trend will, you know, be more so a style than a trend. But who knows? We'll have to see, right? That's what's fun about every season, to see what's happening, what changes.
One final question. What advice would you give to aspiring makeup artists who want to break into the industry? What are some of the key skills and qualities that they should have?
Yeah, get as much on the job experience as you can. This is what I tell young makeup artists who are just starting out. Schooling is fantastic, but you can learn just as much, if not more, with on the job experience. If you can get in, you know, on an internship, an assisting job with any, you know, makeup artist that is working on set or working, you know, behind the scenes on, you know, whatever, fashion shows, TV, film, you know, editorials, everything, you can really, really learn so much. It's worth its weight, even if it's, you know, very low paid as a young artist to get in on something like that. It's also a great place to make connections.
Right.
So just as important as going to school is getting on the job experience, because you always want to grow and evolve. You never want to stay stagnant. You know, you might be good, but you can always be better.
Yeah, good point. All right, well, listen, thank you so much, Jenny, for your time.
Thank you, Nino. This was so much fun.
So if you guys want to get in touch with Jenny, you can go to her website, jennycarl.com. Follow her on Instagram.
Yes, it's at Jenny Carl Makeup on Instagram.
That's right, Jenny Carl Makeup for the Instagram.
Yes.
So thank you for being with us today. We'll see you next time. Bye.